Alright everybody, so this is going to be the start of a Morel mushroom video. I don't know if I'll do one or multiple for the whole season, but this is the start of the first one. As you can see, I'm in the woods right now. I'm just looking around, I'm not seeing much around here. Isn't feeling very good. I'm not sure if they're growing this far north yet. But stay tuned and hopefully I find a bunch. So I just got back to my van. I didn't have any luck finding them in that little patch. I've never looked out here before, so this is all hit and miss. They're popping decent. We found some 2 days ago and yesterday, about a half an hour south of here. They're starting to pop pretty decent out there. But it might just be too early for them here yet. But I'm gonna move on to another spot and hopefully I will find something. Wish me luck. I just got to the second spot. I accidentally pulled in the wrong drive, to be honest, but it looks like it could produce morels. So I'm gonna walk back in here a ways and see if I can find any. Hopefully I get lucky. I have people ask me all the time, you know, about morel mushrooms, where they grow, what kind of woods to look for, what trees to look for, you know, all these different questions, what kind of soil. And the truth is that they will grow in absolutely any kind of terrain, wood coverage, grass, fields. I've seen pictures of them growing out of the cracks in cement before. They will grow wherever they want to, except for when they don't want to. That's the best explanation I can give you guys. But all you can do is get out and look for them. They do tend to like hardwood forests. They don't like growing under pine trees. Most times you will not find them under pine trees, just like any other plant. You know, the acid in it kills everything. But hopefully you guys go out and find your own, because they are quite the tasty morsel. Just make sure to always know what you are eating. Cannot stress that enough. I personally know somebody that almost died a few years ago from eating the wrong kind of mushroom, ended up in the hospital. It was very bad. So always, always, always know and properly identify any kind of wild edible you're going to eat from the woods. this kind of stuff right here, they do like to grow on these old dead logs, around stumps, the bases of trees, basically where any kind of wood and biological material has degraded over time and decayed away. The morel mushrooms enjoy growing there. Not always, but they do prefer where stuff has rotted away. For them to grow, they have to have some sort of wood rotted there at one point in time. So keep that in mind when you're out looking for them. Don't ever not check that rotten log that you think maybe one is by. Well, I just walked through there, no luck. I'm gonna walk back over to my van and move on to spot 3. And I'm thinking that they are not this far north yet. They're just starting half an hour south, like I said earlier. So today might be a bust. Guess we'll see. Luckily I found some yesterday, so either way, I'm gonna make some mushroom Swiss burgers with morels and pheasant backs later. You'll get to see that either way. But hopefully this next spot produces. I'm gonna walk back in here a ways at spot 3. I just got here. Hopefully I can find something here, and if not, it might be time to head further south and go way deep on a dirt road back here that I know about. Wish me luck. Alright, I didn't think I'd have to resort to it, but I'm gonna have to do the classic morel mushroom call that, you know, veteran mushroom hunters know about it. You just gotta go, yeah, mushroom, 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 mushroom. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You have to try it on your own. Something to look for when you're out looking for morels, it's a good sign they're starting, is seeing other types of fungus growing. Puffballs, pheasant backs, you know, turkey tails. There's all sorts of other funguses and mushrooms that start growing at the same time they do. So if you start seeing them, there's a chance that morels are popping in your area. But if not, like me today, I have not seen one turkey tail. I've seen 2 puffballs, but I haven't seen any other types of mushrooms or fungus, and I definitely am not seeing any morels. I am thinking I'm about a week early in this area. Old turkey tail mushrooms from last year. They're just little tiny guys. When they got their full pattern on, it looks like the tail of a turkey. They're pretty cool looking. Coming up on the Devil's Soup Bowl, which at one time was called West Michigan's Grand Canyon, until they just found a bigger hole somewhere else. I'm totally kidding, that's a bullshit lie. But this is a pretty big hole in the ground. A little hard to see with some of the overgrowth down there, but it is quite the canyon back here in Yankee Springs. There's all sorts of crazy stuff involved with this. They call it the Devil's Soup Bowl because there are sinkholes all over in the bottom of it, where you'll take one step on solid ground and right next to it you'll lose your shoe. And it is said to have different plants and bugs and stuff that aren't anywhere else. I don't know how true that part is. I read it online one time, so very well could be false. But it does have sinkholes and whatnot down there. It's a cool area if you ever in West Michigan. Cool place to go. There's a thing called Graves Hill back that way. I don't feel like walking over there right now. I'm looking for mushrooms, not here for that. But that is home to a legend from late 30s, early 40s, involving a supposed yellow Bigfoot named Yellow Mike that killed 20 or 22 people, something like that. I can't remember the exact number. But Graves Hill, there's a bunch of big stones that are supposed to be the grave markers. I don't know, I've been there. The stones are massive. I don't know if they're grave markers or not. But it's a cool legend if you want to look it up online. It's, if nothing else, it's just a cool, spooky legend of the area. But if you're ever in West Michigan and looking to do some hiking, beautiful nature, come out to Yankee Springs. This is all in Yankee Springs Park. It's absolutely huge. There's no shortage of anything to do. Mountain biking, horse riding, there's trails to hike all over. There's tons of public hunting, lakes to fish. It's just a cool natural area. Definitely not edible, but it's a good sign to see other fungus starting to emerge from the ground for the year. This kind of shit is disgusting, people. Pick up after your fucking selves. Don't just throw your trash out here, because then people like me have to do it. This is why they take away public lands, and people that own private property don't allow anybody on them anymore. Be respectful of the earth. Pick up after yourselves. Found a little tortoise. Check them out. Pretty cute. Just got back to the van. I got a little turned around, so I lost a couple hours. So instead of going to that dirt road spot I want to try, I'm going to go over to this prescribed burn and probably spend the end of the day there, see if I get lucky. Areas that have been burned are known to have them, so if anywhere around here has them right now, that's probably a good spot. So I just pulled into the last spot, and you can see it's burned. They did a prescribed burn out here. this year, and that tends to be good for mushrooms. So I'm gonna walk back in here. It's like I think this section is 300 or 400 acres that they prescribe burn. So I'm gonna walk back in here a ways, see what I can find. I got a feeling there isn't nothing in here yet, but it is worth a try. I definitely believe they will be in here at some point. I spy something with my little eye. This people is a cousin to the real Morel, called peckerhead most commonly. They grow in big groups. They're still edible and they're still good. You need to be very careful when you're eating anything. I am going to eat these. Some people are allergic to them, some are not. It's all just like a regular Morel. Some people are, some are not. It's still in the Morchella family, just not the real Morel most talk about. There's one there, one up here I can see, one back there. So I'll update you and let you know how many I end up finding. Alright, so I got 7 or 8 from this little spot. I don't want to walk around in it too much because they're just popping in this area. So any of them that are small under the leaves, that kind of thing, I don't want to trample. But I will leave this spot alone for a few days, maybe a week. But I will be back because more will grow here. Sometimes this is what it's all about. You don't necessarily need to go out in the woods, find wild edibles, or, you know, get out and shoot a deer every single time you're sitting in a tree stand. You don't always have to catch a fish. Sometimes you just got to get out and enjoy what God created for all of us. This park just goes and goes and goes for miles. It's crazy how much land is in here. I think this big center chunk I'm in right now is 25 or 30,000 acres, if I remember right. It is just incredible. You could come out here and definitely get lost. I got turned around a little bit earlier, but I am probably 2 or 3 miles back up this trail right now. I think I'm getting ready to turn around, head back to the van, go home so I can start making some mushroom burgers. Got a couple today, so that's cool. But my boy Carl probably is missing me. He's locked up in my bedroom. He has to go in for surgery tomorrow to get the big snip. Him and his sister have had to be separated. So I'm sure he could go for being let out and played with his sister under supervision for a few minutes before he has to go in for surgery tomorrow morning. Alright, hopefully I can spot something on the way out. Maybe add a few more to the stockpile. Sometimes you just gotta find a log to take a nice break on, sit down and reflect and enjoy nature. Back to hiking. Well, I think that about wraps up being in the woods today. I got, I don't know, 8 or 9 out of that one spot. Just stay tuned if you want to see these mushroom burgers, the mushroom and Swiss burgers I'm going to make. and probably fry up some of the morels as well. So yeah, just stay tuned. Just got home. Final count on what I found today is 8. I'm gonna get the grill smoking and season up some burgers. Get these mushrooms cooking down. I'm gonna fry some of these, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. There we go. What's up, buddy? This is my haul from yesterday. I have a few true morels, a lot of peckerheads in there. We got a true morel right there. These are pheasant backs that are sliced up. I'm going to use mostly those for the gravy that's going on top of the burgers and fry up the rest of these. Should be delish. Alright, just got done cooking up these mushrooms. These mushroom Swiss burgers look pretty delicious. It's been a long day. See you all tomorrow.